Okay. Now, what do we have here? 225 health. We are pretty much whittled down here. She's still here, that's good. That's gonna be very helpful actually. Wait, let's take a look at your resist. Wait, resume. Examine. Examine. Can we... Why can't we examine this one? Critical hit immediately. Okay. Oh, and that's our actions, and Karlak is gonna go down here most likely. Level 11. Oh my goodness. Saved. Concentration saved. Okay, so you just ate up some of the
Now you wear a face to match your soul, Oathbreaker.
Miss. Okay. Let's see what we can do here.
Got to press on.
Yeah, we have to press on one way or another. Let's try it. I assume this much.
Nothing important is ever easy.
We don't have the tentacles right now. Do we have any other items that could help us here? We should still have a fireball, right? We could also go up here and do a cone of cold, potentially. Where's the fireball though? We also have some Evard's black tentacles. Do we not have a fireball? Burning hands. There's the fireball. Okay, we have to get up. Could you stop being so janky? Let's do that. Bone shield? What does that do? Okay, that was good. That was good. I like that. I like that. You would retaliate. Of course you would. But I also don't want to be... we don't have the distance yet. Can't reach. That was a waste. Okay.
The blade will not bend.
Chromatic orb. We can't really do much right now. Path is interrupted. Okay.
Finding my way.
We cannot... Yeah, we can walk further than this. Of course we can. I don't know why it didn't let me. Well, at least one hit. Safe from the moonbeam. Frightened. Don't like it. Well... Ooh. Critical hit, okay. Another crit. You're just gonna dash, okay. And you're gonna climb down. I see how it is. Okay, what do we do here? That would be guaranteed damage. Can we examine you now? Why can we not examine? This is weird. Okay. Scorching Ray. Let's try. Okay. Halfway down already. Any items we can use? Potion of mind reading. We cannot heal. We are unable to heal ourselves right now. Because we're bone chilled. I see how it is. And we...
One day I'll catch a break.
There we go. That's better. Now we're not bone chilled. I mean, we cannot heal ourselves now because we don't have a bonus action because we did that now. But hey, at least it's something, I guess. What do we do now? Do we do another Eldritch Blast? Ray of Sickness isn't gonna do much. Is that... Oof. Oh, immobile because frightened. That's not gonna help. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, we can try. At least that has 2 shots. And a crit in there. Okay.
Need to stay focused.
I'm gonna take that. A crit in there sounds nice. That's a miss. I mean, to be honest.
One life to my life. Sustain.
No, not frightened. No, alien. Please, 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 please. Survive and kill this thing. Frightened and it ate her turn. That's just heinous. Absolutely heinous. Still 75. Okay, let's first take a potion of greater healing. Oop, that was the wrong button. I thought I was in a menu, but I wasn't, right? Let's do that again. At least some damage, that's guaranteed.
Battle favors the fearless.
Are we still frightened? Will? Look. That's another 12. Let's refill the spell slot. And walk a bit further away.
Fleet of foot.
Talk to me.
Come on, Myrkul. Yeah, it's a miss. Save from Gaze of Death, that's at least something. Oh, 28 damage there. You're still frightened. Critical miss. Oh, you shoved Shadow Art? Okay. That one died. Aiden is down. You hatch now. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Is that just phase 1 though? No free lunches? That was the achievement I just got. I didn't just say that randomly.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
Whoo-wee!
Dead for good. Wow, the chosen of Myrkul. What a fight!
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
Where's Karlach? Oh, up here. Okay. We're We're all alive.
To help.
Okay.
What to do?
We're gonna talk to the Night Song in a second. Excuse me? Can I walk? Thank you. Oh wait, it's up there. Okay, not down here. We'll take a look at that later. Let's go up. Come on, climb. Catherick Thorn. Let's loot you real quick. And there's the stone.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown.
It's cool to
It has
see.
been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable.
It's cool to see them in real life. Or, well, you know, outside of the dreams. What are these stones?
The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Do you know who our enemies are?
One of them I know, Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. A worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Catherick was a follower of Myrkul, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the Dead Three.
Chosen of the Dead Three?
Bane, Baal, and Myrkul. The Tyrant, the Assassin, and the Necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together and controlling an Elder Brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve.
What do we do now?
We prepare for the fight of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an Elder Brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order the Death Gods chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
Okay then. That was a lot of XP, but that's warranted. I'm gonna save now. I don't want to have to redo that again because I think there was a lot of luck involved. What do we have here? Supply pack. Does that work if we just send it to camp? I hope it does. Crumpled note, let's read it. Papa, I love you. Love from Iz. So Isabel, send that to camp. Use it for fuel. Catheric's Shield, +2 armor class, arcane enchantment. You gain +1 bonus spell save difficulty class. Was it difficulty class? And spell attack rolls. Shield bash. When a foe hits you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction to knock it prone unless they succeed a dexterity saving throw. Advantage on dexterity saving throws checks. Okay. Wait, how much does it weigh? 2.7. I'll pick it up. Let's hope I don't get encumbered immediately. That's heavy armor. Reaper's Embrace. Magical Plate. All incoming damage is reduced by 2. Reaper's Rigidity. When activated, you can't be moved against your will by any spell or action, but have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Howl of the Dead cantrip. What does that do? Let out a bone-chilling howl that numbs all nearby creatures. And what does that mean? What does numbing mean? Movement speed halved. The spellcaster has advantage on attack rolls against the affected entity. Okay. Not proficient with heavy armor. Oh my god, that's expensive. Oh my god. But I think maybe Lae'zel can wear that. Send it to camp. And Catheric's Warhammer. That seems decent enough. I'm not proficient with it. I'm gonna send it to camp. That seems fine. That is the portal to the surface. Oh wait, the Night Song has left. Okay, I wanted to talk to her first. Anything of interest down there? Silver knife, silver glass, amulet of the absolute, the grand design, the absolute end. Okay, there's some books to read down there.
The gods are watching me.
Let's go there then and start reading, I'd say. Okay, invasion plans for the Sword Coast. Read. Let's see what that is. A map of the Sword Coast from the sea moving ice down to just north. Oh, from the sea of moving ice down to just north of Am, including several of the nearer archipelagos in the Sea of Swords. Okay, let's keep it. Oh, can we not pick it up? No, we have to go to the other side. Just in case. The Grand Design, let's read that. Dedicated to Scribe Ianthus by Enver Gortash. The Grand Design is the Mind Flayers' species-wide ambition to return to the days of their conquering greatness through an act of sudden mass ceremorphosis, giving the Elder Brain in overall command an impeccable army of illithid slave warriors with which to defeat all their old enemies, human and humanoid, Githyanki and Ulitharid. Of course, this is delusional madness, megalomania on a cosmic scale, and I know just how to turn it to our purposes. We're going to help the Mind Flayers enact their grand design, but only in the way that it suits us. The Illithids shall have their crusade to enslave, but they will be acting in turn as our slaves, and we shall determine the how, when, and where of their great Illithid outbreak. To be precise, I, Gortash, will determine these things. As commanding the Grand Design is clearly a Bay Knight task. I just got a pop-up that kind of, you know, selected a different window. That's why the sound suddenly dropped out and I paused a little. Let's pick that book up as well. Anything else good? The absolute end. Oh, did I just pick that up as well? Let's go for latest. The absolute end. Let's read that. Underneath this book concerning the cult of the absolute and the dangers it presents is scrawled this response to the text. This hastily written drivel is admittedly well-intentioned. This author is clearly fizzing with fear of the absolute. The problem is that they conflate the rise of the cult with other things like the heat death of the universe, the resurrection of one-eyed Vecna, the Lich, the proliferation of necromantic access, and even the withering of some imported fruits from Chult. This person needs a glass of water and a lie down. Okay. What else do we have on this table? Silver glass, silver glass. Invitation to Lord Gortash. Let's read. Lord Gortash, the Committee of Concerned Patriarchs would like to extend an invitation to a formal meeting at the High Hall to discuss plans, short and long term, for the economic livelihood of Baldur's Gate, Tuesday the 12th, noon, a luncheon will be served. May we presume our attendance. Lord Hirillin, committee chair. Okay, I am Candelabrum. Desert wine, I'll pick that up. Have a drink later. Sounds good. Anything else of note lying about here? Necromites. I don't know if those have anything on them. Anything worthwhile. Candles and gold. I'll take the gold. But I'm not gonna loot the other ones. I don't care enough about like a little bit of gold. We could just sell Kethric's armor. And that way we would just, you know, get 6,000. I'm not gonna bother with like 4 gold per piece. Let's save here and go to the surface again. Yeah, let's do that. Portal to the surface. Now that was something I did not expect to do that one try. Especially once the big guy surfaced with over 200 health and us in like bad shape, but we somehow managed to make it work.
There are important matters to discuss.
Let's have that load first.
I could perform for the kids.
You know what, while that loads, let's talk to Will.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
The Absolute's cult has Ravengard. Where will they take him? What do you know about Gortash and Orin? Misora said you can say what led to your pact in exile. It's time I know the whole truth. Go to camp. No, where will they take him?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
What do you know about Gortash and Orin?
Orin? I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Misora said you can say what led to your pact in exile. It's time I know the whole truth. Is he gonna say it? Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? I'd give my life if it meant keeping the residents safe. I wouldn't give up my soul, if that's what you're getting at. The place could burn to cinders for all I care. First one.
As would I. And more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
The cult of the dragon had infiltrated Baldur's Gate. To what end? The Grand Duke had left a mere boy in charge. That can't have gone well. To what end? I'll ask
To
the first
conjure the
one.
Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
Allow Will to share his memory with you. Yeah, sure.
In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Surely Mizora doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Why would you want to save it? A brave choice and a frightening one. You took on 25 cultists on your own. I find that hard to believe. And what about your father, the Grand Duke? A brave choice.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
Surely Mizora doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Why would she want to save it?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel.
She never stops, does she? Not for a second.
Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
Is that how you lost your eye? In the battle with the Cult of the Dragon?
It is. The one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
What about your father, the Grand Duke?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
We'll return to this subject later.
I understand.
You must have been furious at your father for throwing you out of the city.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst. And Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
Do you miss your father? You're too charitable. If I were you, I'd never forgiven him. I'm not gonna say that. Suppose I can't blame him. For all he knew, you'd sprout horns any second. If I were your father, I'd have killed you on the spot. He did you a favor by exiling you. Do you miss your father?
More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
Okay. There we go. I think it's time. Let's talk to Aelin and then go to camp, I'd say.
Like your mind